Hey, how you doing? Chris here. You probably found this video because you came across a program by Mort Fertel called Marriage Fitness, and you're going through a divorce or you're going through relationship issues, and you're not ready to throw in the towel. So you want to know, does marriage fitness really work? So myself, I went through the marriage fitness program. It was about 5 or 6 years ago. And before I did, though, I was going through the exact same steps that you were. And what had happened, actually, I'm going to tell you a little story here. What had happened is we went through years, like my wife and I went through years where I really wasn't working on our marriage. I was actually destroying our marriage, and she was fighting and fighting and fighting. And finally, she just gave up. One day, she told me she didn't love me anymore, and she wanted a divorce. So that kind of hit home for me, and I finally decided, okay, I need to do something. So we tried going to marriage counseling. That wasn't going over so well. And then I found a program online. It was called Get Your Ex Back, and the stuff that he taught just didn't resonate with me. The big thing was he was talking about how you go out and you basically make your spouse jealous, and then that's supposed to bring them back. So that kind of didn't resonate with me. And then I got looking into a couple different styles of marriage counseling. I thought maybe our marriage counselor, his style just wasn't working for us. So it was while I was looking for that style that I ended up coming across marriage fitness. And of course, I did my due diligence, as you are right now, and I had to look into it to see whether or not it actually worked, or if it was just some kind of scam or something like that. So I did end up joining the program, Marriage Fitness, and originally my wife was going to try it out with me. Like she kind of said she was willing, and then once I got it, she kind of listened to an audio or two, and then she kind of lost interest. She said she's done fighting. She wanted nothing else to do with it. So at that time, I felt very lost, very confused. I didn't know how I was going to be able to save our marriage by myself. So I did end up going ahead with it. And at the time, we were still living together. And I kept plugging away, and really didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. I was actually wondering myself if marriage fitness really actually worked. I was doing the stuff that he was teaching. My wife was I was trying some of the methods that he teaches. My wife she was basically pushing me away as I was trying things like touch charges, talk charges, trying to do date night. She didn't want to do that. So after a little while of this, probably, I don't know, I'd say a month, just over a month, she ended up moving out, getting her own place, taking our kids, and getting her own place. And I helped her move. That was a big thing that Mort Fertel recommended in one of his audios. There was a woman that was, or was it a man, or I think it was a man, was talking about how his wife was moving and stuff, and basically Mort Fertel said, help her out, be there for her, help her move, stuff like that. So I kind of listened to that, and I helped her move, and she was in her place, I don't know, it was maybe a month or something like that, and I was talking to the kids on the phone one day, and even at this point, I didn't know if things were working, but I still kept plugging away, still kept doing it. Mort Fertel teaches in his marriage fitness program that even if you don't feel like it's working and you don't feel like doing it, just keep going ahead and doing it. Because even at the end of the day, it's going to make you a better person. In your next marriage, your next relationship, you're going to be able to take the stuff that you're learning and be able to move it into that relationship. But anyways, even though things didn't seem to be working to me, what happened about a month after she ended up moving out, I was talking to the kids one day on the phone, and she told the kids to let Daddy know, tell him you love him. And then she got on the phone with me, and she told me she loves me as well. And I remember at that point how I really felt like all that work that I was doing, and I didn't know if it was really actually working. I felt a huge weight come off my shoulders knowing that marriage fitness actually did work for me. So from there we went on. We had a lot of stuff to work on, a lot of stuff to build on, but we were able to take the principles and everything like that taught in marriage fitness and be able to build on our marriage and our relationship from that. After that, we ended up having another baby girl. She's 5 years old now, and things have been good since. It's not like we don't have issues anymore. We still have our issues, but we're able to work through them, and we're able to take principles and stuff that we learn from marriage fitness and keep putting it into our marriage and into our relationship as we go on. So, does marriage fitness really work? I say absolutely. I'm a success story, I guess, out of it. And actually, I had a friend of mine who was going through marriage issues, and I just kind of let him take some of my audios and stuff like that, and he started listening to them. He didn't go through the program, but he started listening to some of the audios that I had, and he was able to save his marriage. But I'll be honest, at the end of the day, it was, I don't know, he went on for another couple years with his wife, and then things fell apart again. But that was for the better, really. Sometimes things just shouldn't be worked out. But anyways, so marriage fitness, I say 100% works. It worked for me. I don't know for sure if it'll work for you. Click the link just below this video. Get the 7 free marriage tips, or 7 secrets to a successful marriage. And let me know just below this video if you've ever done the marriage fitness program, or if you're thinking of doing it and you want to know anything else. I'll do my best to be able to answer any questions you might have. All right, talk to you after.